Patty Sanders, president of the Kansas region of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services PenFed Realty. And today we have a guest, Krista Rawson. And Krista, you are with
Planet Home Lending.
Planet Home Lending, all right, and you're located right here in Wichita, Kansas. Yes. Okay. So Krista and I were talking a little bit about a product that they have for non-qualified mortgages. So a lot of people may not know what that is. Can you just tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah. So qualified mortgages, generally what you're thinking about would be your traditional conventional mortgages. You also have your government loans underneath that as well, your FHA, USDA, all of that. Every county and every state has their specific limits on what that maximum loan amount is to be considered a qualified mortgage. There are a few other things that kind of go into that, but that's kind of the first thing to look at. Non-qualified mortgages are really anything that kind of fits outside of that.
Okay.
So we're looking at people who may not qualify well on paper. And then that brings us into some other options. Planet specifically, we have about 9 or 10 different investors that we work with that. And options would be like bank statement loans, P&L loans, so where we can look at self-employed borrowers, but not always self-employed. They can be W-2'd, but generally that's more of what we see are those self-employed. 1 or 2 years tax returns may not have that full 2-year history, so they're looking for other ways to qualify, other strengths that they might have.
Okay.
Outside of your normal parameters.
Okay. So, is there anything special about a self-employed person that they absolutely have to meet in order to do one of these kind of mortgages?
So it kind of varies by investor.
Okay.
Each of them have their own specific requirements as far as debt to income ratios, what goes into that, what is counted. It can be as specific as type of business, whether it is if you're a service business or if you are a sales business, for some sort of goods.
Okay.
Even down to how many employees the company has.
Okay.
Can kind of determine how much income and what type of income you're allowed to use for those.
Gotcha. So it sounds kind of complicated because no two people are the same, I suppose. Right. And so if a customer was self-employed, they had their own business, where would be the first thing for them? What would be the first thing for them to do?
Sure. Most of the time what I do, I go through, ask them the basic questions, what they have available, how long they've been employed with this company, whether they own it, whether they're just an employee, kind of what their position is to get a sense of their business just as a whole. And then we look at income. I start with tax returns to see if I can qualify them under a regular program. If not, then I go to bank statements.
Okay, wonderful. So, and then depending on what that picture looks like, you can submit it to different investors. You said you have like 9 different ones, correct? Okay, great. Well, so Planet Home Lending, another solution for the home buyers out there in our marketplace. And as we know, we have a lot of entrepreneurs in the Wichita area in Kansas, and they want to buy homes too. So there's a lot of different options. So try all your resources, and you can give Krista a call. Her information's below, and she'd be happy to visit with you. Have a great day. Thank you, Krista.
Thank you.